everybody, this is Rebecca Jane from yogawithrebeccajane.com. Welcome to this 30-minute practice. If you're enjoying these classes, feel free to try my live online yoga classes where the link is below, or there's also a website above. So this practice will be focusing on the intuition of insight. What does that mean, and how do you teach that in a physical practice? Well, I have a great idea we came up with. So what is first, we start with what insight is. It's those aha moments, you know, when you sit there, all of a sudden you have this problem you're trying to solve, you're spending however long on that problem, and all of a sudden it clicks. Or sometimes it's, the whole idea of you forget somebody's name and you keep kind of going through the alphabet, or you don't think about it and then it clicks. So insight, it comes out of nowhere. So what I believe, and I think it's not uncommon in the yogi world, is that we believe that there's a lot of mystery behind the heart in the back body. We spend much of our life moving forward, you know, everything's in front. You know, you see yourself because we can see it, we can touch it. It's hard to get to the back body. And we kind of forget it's there. But actually what the mystery happens, all this kind of intuition and these senses, this sixth sense, is more about the back side of your body. Because it's very rarely accessible. We don't pay attention to it, but we don't also access it as easily as the front. So we're going to do a lot of back body work today. Some of it, yes, you're going to say this is tough, and some of it is just feels really good. A lot of stretching. So we're going to actually come to standing. I have my 2 blocks here because you might need them for some of our flows. So just have them handy if you have blocks. If not, it's not absolutely necessary. So we're going to start with standing. I'm facing you, but you could start at the front of your mat. And we're going to begin with standing nice and tall. Feet hip distance. Soften the shoulders. Let the hands rest next to your sides. And you could look down to the ground with a soft gaze or close the eyes. And I want you to, in this first shape, feel use your mind's eye to sense, not feel, but sense the back body. From the heels to the Achilles tendon, calves. Work your way up to the glutes, the lower back, middle back, upper back, back of neck, back of head. And your arms, the part of your arms that's facing backwards. And start to just let yourself focus in on that. That's your space. We are entering into this mystery. Let's deepen the breath into the back of the lungs. Most of the time we breathe from the front of the lungs. It's easy to get to. It's what we're used to. When we're stressed, it's always the front of the lungs. But when we breathe into the back, all of a sudden the calming part of your nervous system starts to get triggered. So hence intuition. Let's gently open the eyes and reach the arms up to the sky. You can walk the feet in closer or keep them where they are. Take hold of your left wrist, stretch up nice and tall, Breathing in, and as you breathe out, stretch to the right. So just getting into the side body. With the back body. And then inhale, lift up nice and tall, take hold of that right wrist and stretch over to the left. I happen to really enjoy this practice. It just feels, it has such a calming sensation. And then let the arms float. Open the legs a little bit wider than you normally would. A little bit, about wider than your hips. Reach the arms forward. Take your right arm underneath your left and give yourself a hug. You can even take those hands to grip hold of your shoulder blades if possible. Soften those knees, and you're going to lift your elbows up towards the ceiling and circle it to the right. So right to the downward, to this floor, then over to the left, then to the ceiling, and go around, drawing these circles. So getting into the back body, particularly the upper. And let's just reverse those circles now. Feeling into the back body. This is such a gorgeous stretch. I love it. And then come back up nice and tall. So the right arm is underneath, and we'll switch. So reach the arms forward. Now take the left arm underneath the right and give yourself a hug. Take an inhale, lift your elbows up towards the ceiling, start the circle to the right. So you could go deep into this, or you could stay primarily in the upper body, which I'm spending most of my time. Getting into the lower back, middle back, upper back. And then let's reverse those circles. So mystery is actually behind us. We sense things from behind, don't we? You think, I sense something. You didn't see it with your eyes, outside eyes, but you felt it through your inner eye. Let's release those arms. I'm going to come back to the front of my mat and take an inhale. Let's roll the shoulders back and down. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift the shoulders up, back and down. This time, inhale, reach the arms up to the sky and roll up onto your toes. So just taking this moment of really connecting with all those muscles in your back body that requires you to, which helps you to balance. And you might feel really wobbly here, as I do. The knees are soft, so you don't want to overextend those knees. And then lower the heels down, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky, circle them up. Exhale, forward fold. Let's inhale halfway, fingertips on shins. Feel the back body lift and extend. Lower the hands to the ground, step back, downward facing dog. Feel into that back body. Inhaling into your plank. It's as if your every movement starts from the back of the body. Lower the knees down, come all the way down, chaturanga. Inhale into your cobra. So you can opt out of these vinyasas if you wish at any point. Lower back down, lift up into your plank. Use the back body to lift you up. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Let's inhale, right leg reaches to the sky. Step right foot to right thumb and lower your left knee down. So you're in your low lunge. Lift up nice and tall, come in and reach the arms up to the sky. Then bring the hands to your heart. Elbows are open wide. And then we're going to take the twist to the left. So the left elbows are now outside of your right thigh. Make a fist with that left hand, right hand on the fist, or keep the hands, palms together. Go deep into this twist. Take a deep breath in and twist from the back. Now you can add on if you feel strong enough. Lift up through that back leg, off that knee. Try not to collapse onto that right side. I know this first twist is like, already? Lower the hands to the ground, lower your left knee to the ground, and just fold over your right leg. Come into that gentle half split, the Hanuman. And then rebend your right knee. We'll do 2 more sets of these. And then straighten that right leg. So the back body is the starting point. Inhaling, bend, exhaling, folding over. And this time, inhale, bend, step back, downward facing dog. Feel free to do a vinyasa with me. Movement starts from the back. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees down or up. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhaling into plank. And downward facing dog. Take 1 full breath here. Feel the entire back body stretching, lifting. Breathe in behind the heart space. And then walk your feet closer together. Inhale, lift that left leg up to the sky. Step left foot to left thumb, lower right knee down. Lift the arms up to the sky. Come and go deep into your lunge. Hands float to your heart. Elbows are stretching outward or opening outward. Take an inhale and exhale. Twist to the left. Place your right elbow outside of your left thigh. I like to make a fist with my right hand, left hand on the fist. First, stretch through that spine so you lengthen the spine and then you twist. And then maybe this is just an option. Lift your right leg up off the ground. Breathing in. Try not to collapse on your left thigh. Lots of back work, muscles. Lower the hands to the ground. Lower the right knee to the ground. Fold over your left leg. Dig your left heel into the ground. And then inhale, rebend your left knee. And then straighten. And then bend. Inhale. Then exhale, straighten. This time bend and then step back, downward facing dog. Feel free to follow me through vinyasa. Back body leading the way. What does that feel like to have it lead the way? Rather than the front. Lift back up into your plank, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let out all that extra air. Oh, exhale. And then bring the feet closer together. We're going to start our flow. So we're going to be switching from one side to the other. So just pay attention. We start with the right leg lifting. Right leg reaches to the sky. Step right foot to right thumb. Lower left knee down. Fold over that right leg. Coming into your half split. Back body is taking you through this movement. Flatten out your right foot. And then flatten out your back foot. Cartwheel those arms open, warrior 2. Reach the arms out to the sides. Not so comfortable in these yoga pants today. And then left hand behind your left thigh and stretch towards your back leg. Flip that right palm up and back. So back body. And then from here, bring your hands inside your right foot and turn your toes to the left long end of the mat. We'll always come back to this side. So now we're straddling that mat, forward bend. Let your head drop, peek behind you. Back body is stretching, breathing in back of the legs. Take one more deep breath in, and as you breathe out, walk your hands, turn your left toes to the back of the mat. So now you're facing the back of the mat. Walk your back foot in a little bit closer, open the feet hip distance, pyramid. So you might want your hands on your shins, on your thighs, or blocks, or on the ground. Folding over, breathing in, and breathing out. Take an inhale, lift up halfway so the hands might come onto your left shin. Lengthen through that spine. And then exhale, forward fold. Slide your left foot towards you just a touch. And then lift your right leg up into supported warrior three. So your hands are resting on the ground. Kick through that right heel. That heel is pointing up. Think of the back body working here. And then I want you to bend your left knee, that standing leg, and bend your right knee and bring that right knee behind your left and curtsy. So those right toes are on the ground and you're doing a little curtsy here. We're going to do 2 more sets. Inhale back into warrior three. And then exhale, curtsy. So you'll get a nice glute strengthener here. Right leg reaches back, warrior three, curtsy. And then right leg reaches back, warrior three. Then step the right foot back, left foot back, downward facing dog, facing the back of the mat. So you're still facing the back. And you can do your vinyasa if you like. Moving from the back body. And then back to downward facing dog. And we're going to do the same thing. Same sequence now. And we'll eventually face the front of the mat. Left leg lifts to the sky. Step left foot to left thumb. Lower right knee down. Folding over your left leg, coming into a half split. Take a deep breath in. So our wisdom is not always, you think from the front of the head, the forehead, you think of wisdom. Rebend your left knee. Flatten out your back foot. Cartwheel those arms open. Warrior two. So we think of it's all front. But what about the back? Take your right hand behind your right thigh. Spin that left palm to the back. And then stretch towards your right leg. And then take an inhale and exhale. Bring those hands to the ground inside your left foot. Turn your toes so you're facing the right long end of the mat. The same facing place you faced the first time. Forward bend. Let your head drop. Breathing in. Breathing into the back of the lungs, into the heart space, behind the heart, not in front of the heart. Come up halfway, so come onto those fingertips, or you can even take your hands on your shins. Lift up halfway. And then turn your right toes forward, turn your back toes forward. You're now facing the front of the mat. Fold over your front leg, pyramid. Feet are hip distance. Inhaling and exhaling. And then from here, inhale, lift up halfway. So maybe the hands are on the shins. Use the back body to lift you up. All that strength from behind. Lower the hands to the ground. Slide your right foot towards you just a touch and lift up into your supported warrior three. Left heel pointing up to the ceiling, toes down. Right knee is soft. Now from here, take an inhale and bend your right knee. Bend your left knee. Curtsy. Left toes on the ground. So you're just curtsying down. Breathe. Exhale, then inhale, reach that left leg back. Exhale, bend your left knee, right knee, curtsy. Exhale. Inhale, left leg reaches back. Move from the back of the body, back of the leg. The glute muscles. One more curtsy. And then reach that left leg back. Pause. And then step back, downward facing dog. That's inhale into plank. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Back body is the leader today. Exhale, back up into your plank. Pause, downward facing dog. Breathing in and breathing out. And just lower the knees to the ground. Let's take a moment here in a child's pose. Stretch through the arms. We're not done yet, so don't get too excited yet. Open the knees wide. Reach the arms forward, forehead resting on the ground. Breathe into the back body. Feel the expansion of the back rib cage rather than the front. I remember when my teacher, who I trained with, she used to say, breathe into the back body, and you could barely see my breathing. And I felt like, well, how do you do that? That's not even possible. And I was very scathing. Come onto all fours. Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders, curl toes under. Press up through into downward facing dog. Back body leads the way. Bring your feet closer together. Right leg reaches to the sky. Step right foot to right thumb. So make sure you have room in front of you. We're going to come into a supported warrior three again. But you have the option of lifting higher. Maybe you have your blocks, so you enter a little higher version. Or hands to heart. It's hard to come from warrior three, from the ground into your heart. It is. But feel the back body working like mat. Suck up through the belly, the back, and then lower the hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. Take a pause here for a moment. Breathing in and breathing out. And then walk your feet closer together. Inhale, left leg lifts to the sky. Step left foot to left thumb. Supported warrior three. So this might be just enough for you. You're having enough trouble to balance, then, or maybe the blocks. I'm going to start with the blocks. I'm working my way up. And then I'm going to say, hey, let me try the hands to heart. So you need a lot of work here. Make sure your left knee is, there's a bend to it. And then lower the hands to the ground. My legs are tired today. I'm not sure why. And then step back, downward facing dog. Lower the knees to the ground. Sit on your heels. Spin the palms up. Close your eyes. Bring your mind's eye. You could touch the index finger and the thumb if you'd like. Feel the back body. Amazing stuff when you bring your attention there. And then gently open the eyes. Come onto your right hip, swing your legs forward. Let's take just a gentle twist. Bring your right leg over your left. Left arm wraps around your right knee. Right arm reaches up and back. And take a gentle twist here. Inhale, lift up tall. And exhale, twist. Soften your right shoulder down. If you feel like you want a little bit more, you could take the outer edge of that left elbow on the outer edge of your right leg, and maybe even straighten that left arm, just to kind of change things up. And then come back to center. Re-straighten that right leg. Take your left leg, cross it over. Right arm wraps around the left knee. Left arm sweeps up and around. Place those fingertips just behind your left sit bone. Breathing in. And if you want a little extra, take your right elbow outside your left thigh or straighten your right arm. Few options here to practice with. And twist. So back body. Did you forget already? Or you're too busy thinking about the front? And then come back to center. Slide your feet forward, bent knees, take an inhale. Use the back body to guide you down. All the way to the ground. The mystery of the back body. Stretch through the arms, stretch through the legs. Arch the back. Come in, hug your knees into your chest. Let's come into happy baby. So take the hands inside the feet, outside the feet, or behind the knees. Make sure knees are outside your shoulders. Take a deep breath in, press into those feet into those hands, and draw the feet down. Few breaths in and out. A nice way to stretch out the entire spine, especially the lower back here. And then hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself one more hug, forehead to knees. And then gently let's start preparing for our Shavasana. Slide your left foot to the left corner, right to the right. Lift up through the upper back, slide the shoulder blades down, and then gently settle it down. Back of the head's on the ground. Upper back on the ground. Middle, lower, tailbone, bottom. Legs, calves. Parts of our legs, maybe not our knee, underneath our knees, behind our knees. Feet are open naturally out to the sides, palms up, curled fingers, chin slightly tucked. And take a deep breath in and allow the entire back body to become heavy, supported. Trust the earth is here to support you. And you stay where you are for another few minutes and I will come up to seal our practice. So devoting this class to, or this day, to back body awareness. See how you feel when you breathe in the back body. You move from the back body. Stretch the back body. See how you feel, how that affects your mood, but also the insights that might come out of trusting the back of the body. The mystery behind the back. And as I bring my hands in front of my heart to seal this practice, I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you enjoy my classes, try my live online yoga classes. You can see the website above or the link below. Please subscribe, thumbs up, and comment. Thank you so much. Namaste.